Well, there wasn't enough time in February for us to share all of the Black Heritage Month stories that we wanted to tell, so we actually have one more for you tonight.
Yeah, for the past 4 Mondays, we have been celebrating a local woman of color who has helped shape our communities for good. Today's story is about Zipporah Potter Atkins.
So you might not know her name, but you've actually likely seen the sculpture that's been dedicated to her in Boston. NBC 10's Malcolm Johnson connects the dots for us.
There is a very, very deep and rich vein of Black history here.
This is a history story that dates back as early as 1670 about a red work of art that sits on the North End's Rose Kennedy Greenway.
Black women were having an impact in colonial America.
One black woman, Zipporah Potter Atkins, born to enslaved parents, became the first recorded black person to own land and a home in what would become the United States.
And that history, we didn't even know about that until 2010. It was brought to light by a scholar named Dr. Vivian Johnson, professor emerita of Boston University.
For her to have achieved this about 350 years ago is really remarkable.
Dr. Vivian Johnson conducted 6 years of archival research, looking through property records, deeds, and documents, and discovered that Potter bought the home on the anniversary of her father's death.
It is quite possible that she connected having a sense of having a place with memories of her father and the way that he explained the importance of place.
Home ownership for Zipporah was a moment of her independence, of her freedom as both a black person and as a woman.
Angela Tate is the Museum of African American History's chief curator.
Imagine what it might have looked like for her to have her own home. Think about her walking in and out of the door, knowing that this is my home.
It's important to tell the narrative of American history from a slightly different perspective in terms of a black perspective.
History that the Greenway's director and curator of public art, Audrey Lopez, wants to preserve.
And I really think that this sculpture going to ground is a way of keeping accurate records here in Boston. To showcase Zipporah's history, to amplify it here in Boston's public spaces is really important.
I'm Malcolm Johnson, NBC 10 Boston.